friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. Back. If you are new to my channel and you enjoy budgeting videos with real numbers and going over sinking funds, savings, paychecks, the inconsistencies and the consistencies, please consider subscribing. This may be a channel that you enjoy. In today's video, we're going to get into some sinking fund update and also utilizing one of my new printables. And if you have seen the last two videos that I did, it was all about freebies. So I have been working pretty diligently on a budget planner system and also a traditional planner, a 12-month planner. So here we have my overstuffed, which is a blessing, sinking funds binder. And I think what I am going to do is I'm going to trade in some of the smaller bills, maybe for some larger bills, just so it doesn't take up so much bulk. But I am enjoying using this system for my savings. I like doing these videos with you guys. I like seeing the savings grow, and I just like the tangibility. I like actually opening this up and seeing what I have, and it just makes me proud and motivated, you know, to keep going and to keep saving and to try and continuously reach our goals, because our goals are always changing. So I do have my funds in here already that we've been addressing and going over for a long time now. And I do have some money that I want to add to them today. So I'll be explaining everything. But in case you did miss my past couple of videos, this is basically what I was talking about. This is my budget planner that I created, and this is free. You can get a link below to my Google Drive where you can download January, February, March, and April. And the reason why I included the past 3 months is if you're like me, you probably like back planning when you start a new system. And these are all going to end up being on my Etsy shop. You know, I kind of kicked around the idea, where can I list these eventually, the things that I'm creating? And honestly, Etsy is probably the most obvious choice because it's just the most known and, you know, easily recognized. People, a lot of people have the app. I have the app. I buy things on Etsy all the time. You know, it's just convenient. So even though it can add up after a while of the fees, it's still worth it. It's still a great platform to put your products on. So this is what the first couple pages of January looks like. And I just did a video the night before last where was it the night before last? Yeah, it was the night before last. And I filled out one of these, and I actually just need to swap this out because I filled out one in January and it actually should be for April. So I do have January through April printed in here. So I'm just going to take one of the blank ones and swap it out. So I'll show you guys before we get into it what you get right now for free, but what you would get, you know, if you continue to use this system down the road for each monthly module. So let's turn to April and I'll show you what's included. All right, so here is the cover page for each month. It's really simple. I wanted to keep it nice and neutral in case you like to decorate, in case you just like things to look, you know, clean and simplified. You know, everybody has their preferences, but I am going to have a lot of other options listed as well. And you guys will see that as we go along. But even though these are free right now, they're not going to be free past Friday. And as far as my 12-month planner, that was such a labor of love to create that. And I'm going to list that. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it up until Friday or not, but it's up right now. So if you are catching this video as soon as I upload it, you can still grab that for free. But I'm going to be doing a lot more giveaways as we move along. And a lot more freebies, you know, printables, stuff like that. So no worries. There'll be a lot of chances to download some freebies. So when you turn the page, you see first, you have your month on 2 pages, which is, for me, super handy. So you can record all of your paydays, your due dates for your bills, whatever you need to record. Or you can just use it as a regular planner. You don't necessarily have to have this budget focused, but the rest of it is. So you have your monthly budget over here. And then you have 5 paycheck budget sheets. And the reason why I included 5 is because some people get paid weekly, or they have several sources of income coming in. It just depends. If you are a dual income household and you have you and your partner or your spouse getting paid on different dates, it just gives you enough room and space to record everything, especially if there ends up being 5 weeks or 5 Fridays during the month. So next you get a sinking fund, which we're going to be using next. We're going to be using that today. A sinking fund schematic, so you can keep track of that every single month. And then you also have a page for your monthly goals. That includes budget, health, home, and work. And then lastly, you have a notes page. This page here is just part of my old happy planner. That does not come with it. But let's get into the sinking funds because that is our focus today. So I'm going to write April here and the year. And I did get a question on a couple of videos back what pen I was using, and I'm using this Z Grip. It's by Zebra, and it's a Z Grip Flight, and it is really smooth. This happens to be, I believe, a 1-point pen. It might be a 0.7, but I honestly think it's a 1 point. So it's kind of bold, and I don't usually use bold ballpoint pens, but this one does write really smoothly. So if you're interested, and I should actually talk about that when I do my videos and let you guys know what pens I'm using, because that interests me too. When I see something that looks like it writes nice, I like to know. So I'm going to open up my little cash binder, cash folder here, and just get started. Let's do early mortgage. Now, I'm not adding money to all of these today, but I am going to put down the totals regardless. So early mortgage payoff is the extra money that we put aside. I should write out mortgage. That's the extra money that we put aside for early mortgage payoff. We're trying to add to our mortgage payment every single month, add extra to the principal. So I have my savings challenge, but I'm not going to add that here. Black Friday is my Christmas Club fund, and I just call it Black Friday because I would like to have the majority of it saved by that time, because that's usually when we start our Christmas shopping by then. And then mom's flooring is going to be very soon, and I was surprising her with new flooring in her condo, not replacing the tile but the carpet. Renovations, we had so many plans for this in the beginning when we decided to stay in our house for another 5 years, or however long, but we haven't done really anything, so we still have that money. We do need to do some things though. Like, some things are in a state of, like, I don't want to say a state of disrepair. That's so dramatic, but they really need to be, updated. And then I have escrow. And in case you're wondering, what's the escrow about? Recently I did request from my bank that our escrow be separate from our mortgage payment. I want to make our tax payment independently of our mortgage, and we split our homeowner's insurance from our mortgage payment a long time ago, and this just made the most sense to me for a number of reasons, but I'm really glad that I did it, because it's just something that I felt like I needed to do. So it makes a big difference psychologically, when you are paying down your mortgage, if you have less of a payment. But of course, you have to be disciplined, and that's something that I've always struggled with, but lately I've been better. You have to be disciplined to be able to save it, so you're not surprised with this payment, every 6 months, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have the money for it, because that would have been the old me for sure. But I am planning for things much better now, much more responsibly than I used to. So I think we'll be okay. So I'm adding 200, not a lot, but I'm adding 200. And in fact, I need to highlight these because it looks like I have 10,800 ready to go, and that's not the case. I've made 10,800 in additional payments this year. And a lot of that was because my husband got back pay for his early retirement. But right now I should have 1,800, and now I should have 2,000 total. So I'm trying to make an extra 1,800 a month, and I'm doing that. Here are my receipts, but I'm doing that by, I can't think and do things at the same time anymore. I'm trying to do that by using his retirement check for the most part every month. So we should have 2,000. I'm going to add this 200, and this should be 1,800 already. So let's go ahead and count it together. So we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 950, 1,000, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, and 2,000. So we're good. So by the end of quarter 2, which would have been June 1st, was my original thought process about my payments, I should have had $5,400, but I already made the payments. So I'm actually into quarter 3 right now. So I'm going to be making $5,400 payments, hopefully, if things go like they are and, you know, nothing kind of messes with the plan. I'm trying to make an extra $5,400 every quarter. And again, I wouldn't be able to do that. We wouldn't be able to do that had it not been for his retirement kicking in, his early retirement. Lots of videos on that. So in case you're interested. So I have a total of $2,000. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back in the envelope. And you know, some of you have recommended getting some placeholder bills, like some faux bills, you know, to use instead of regular cash. But I did talk about that. It's a great suggestion. However, I'm not doing anything with this challenge right now. I do like having the actual money. I think it's helpful for me. But that's just me. I don't know. Plus, it just keeps my budget on track. Like, I need actual numbers. I need actual funds, you know, to feel like that I'm actually working my budget. But everybody's different. So whatever works, right? So for Christmas, I'm adding May's money. So I'm going to add $150 because I'm trying to save $150 a month, and that is toward our Christmas, our holidays, gift giving, get-togethers, all that. So this is going to be on 4/12. I'm just writing May. So I should have $750 now. All right. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so plus 150 should be $750. I'm out of frame. I'm sorry. I try to get closer so you can see what I'm writing, and then I'm out of frame. All right, so let's organize this better. Okay. All right, so we have 100, 200, 3, 350, 4, 450, 5, 550, 6, 650, 7, 750. I'm really, really happy about that, guys, because it seems like every year I try to save early for the holidays, for Christmas, and something happens. I either use the money for something else, or I don't complete you know, the savings, I don't know whether I should call it a challenge or whatever, but something happens to me literally every year. So for me to be in that position at this point is nothing short of astounding. You know, I'm just, I can't believe it. So I will really want to try and keep the momentum going. I'm spending so much less money. I mean, we did spend some money over the past month, but just on average, I'm spending less and we're making more than we did last year. So that really helps. And, you know, it all adds up. So I'm adding $150 to my mom's flooring. So that puts us at $11.50. And I think that's pretty good. I think it is. I mean, let's see. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. No. All right. Let's do it like this. So, and let's right some wrongs here. Let's get these facing the right direction. That's how you know it's like the real deal. I mean, I'm all over the place. All right, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, and 150. So we add that and we should have 1150. So we'll count all that together. So 50, 1, 50, 2, 50, 3, 54, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,100, and 1,150. I would have been counting all those 20s in an odd fashion had I not pulled that 50 out of there. You guys know what I'm talking about? You know, when you get a 50 and then you don't have another 50 and you start counting 50, 70, 90, then 110, it just drives me crazy. So I needed to pull that 50 to save me the headache. All right, so that was plus 150. And now we have 1150. Oops, I wrote it right the first time. Oh my goodness. All right. I don't know why that looked wrong to me. All right, so we'll put that back in the plastic sleeve it goes. All right. And I have several of these binders. I think I have 3 or 4. So I'm probably going to be switching out, taking my challenges out of there and putting them in their own binder. Renovation, I have no money for. So we're still at $3,000. So I'm not going to do anything with that. Main sinking fund, I really don't have a designation for this. This is just like universal savings. I have $600 in here and I'm not going to do anything with that. Furniture, we have $500. Not going to do anything with that. And then our escrow account. So this is for our taxes. I have $1,300 and I'm going to add $260. And I think we need to get up to 17 or 1750 for the half. So our taxes are about $1,750 every 6 months. So I want to make sure that we have that ready to go. And let's see, we have 50, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 2. All right, so I have a couple dollars extra. I got some money out for my husband and I. And this is what I already had. So So let's see, escrow, okay. So today's date, and then adding 260. All right, my money is so screwed up. All right, so there should be $260 here. Let's just organize it a little bit better, and then we can count it. How it ended up like this, well, actually, I know how it ended up like this. I got money out, and I had a certain designation that I needed in order for it to fit my categories and have the correct number of bills and the right denominations. And then I was messing with it before I did the video, making sure I had everything just so. All right, so I should have $260 here. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, 250, 255, 260. So there should be 1,300 here, so we'll count that together. So 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 51,000, 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,300. So 1,300 plus 260 is 1,560. And we are good. So I'm just gonna organize it like that. Put it back in the plastic envelope. Now, if you guys are doing sinking funds or anything like that at home and you don't have these plastic sleeves, first of all, they're pretty inexpensive on Amazon should you ever need or want to get some, even if you don't get the binder. But you honestly can use snack size Ziploc bags, or just like even sandwich Ziploc bags and just fold them over. There's so many things you can do without even spending money. I mean, you know, obviously if you buy them, you'd be spending money, but if you just go downstairs, or if you just go in your kitchen and you check out to see if you have, like, you know, Ziploc bags, you can avoid buying special things, and you can just put them in a wallet all together, or in a little box, or, you know, whatever works for you. Okay, so I'm putting my sinking funds back in, with the exception of my savings challenge envelope, and that's going to go in a separate binder because it's really not a sinking fund. It's a challenge. And my $2 bill challenge goes in a box. You guys have seen that several times. And that I keep separate too, just because there's so many of them. So this is quite stuffed. Here's my savings challenge, and then early mortgage. Okay. Right, so we'll close that up. Then let me grab my other binder, because we're gonna put my savings challenge in this one, and if I create any other savings challenges during the year, they're also going to go in here. In fact, I'm going to take out the majority of these, and I do save them, you know, because they do come in handy. I think I have one in my purse right now that has my stamps and things like that in it. I use them for all kinds of things. All right. So then savings challenges are here, sinking funds are here, and then I remain using this one for my variable expenses, so that's good. And then I have one other one, I don't know where it is at the moment, but I use that one as well. But these are so great, guys. Honestly, this is probably one of the best finds that I've ever purchased from Amazon. They are awesome. The reason why I wanted these soft cover binders mostly was just because they came with a snap instead of a magnetic closure. So they're really, really sturdy and durable. I'm never worried about, you know, everything coming apart and losing anything. Not that I'm carrying around, but this one I do carry around very often. So I don't have to worry about that. It's very secure. And they're just great. They're made well. They're very inexpensive. I think they're like $12 or something like that. I do have a link below. So if you're interested and you need something like this, they have so many different colors, patterns, everything. So I love them, and I'm going to continue to buy them as I need them. So you can use them for all different kinds of things. So I'm not going to total this up at the moment because April's not finished, and I do have some more income coming in. I have another paycheck, and my husband has some base pays that he's going to be getting that he typically gets on the 15th and the 30th. So for those, I want to also increase some of these just a little bit. I'd really like to see the escrow clear through because that bill is going to be coming due sometime in July or August. I don't know. I'm still waiting to receive the paperwork from our county. So I'll know that as soon as I receive the bill, because they explained to me that the actual due date for the escrow or for the taxes is different than the date your bank tells you it's due. So for instance, like our bank would say it's due in June or July when it's really not due until August. So they always do it like a month ahead according to the county. So I'm interested to see what the actual due date is. And I want to reach, I think I need to reach $1,750, but I'll know for certain when I receive that paperwork from the county. I'll have the exact dollar amount, but $1,750 hopefully would cover us for the half. And then I'll start saving for the next half because that's only, you know, what this summer is right around the corner, and then I have to start saving again. So I just want to make sure I'm totally prepared. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a lot of counting and organizing and things like that, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the printables. Like I said, if you're interested or you need a new budget system or you're just looking to start a budget, this is a super simplified way to do it. It has worked for me for so long in different iterations. This one is kind of as close to perfect for my needs as I can get, but hopefully it will work for you too. So, you know, print it out, test it out, see if it's something that fits the bill for your needs. Or if, like I said, if you're just starting budgeting, this is a great way to get started. It is really foolproof. You know, you can't go wrong. It's very simple. Follow along and your budget will work itself out 1 month at a time. So thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Take care.